Well, the neighborhood is Central Harlem. The location is on 118th between Lenox and Fifth Avenues. The Carmel Hill Project started when Mr. Ruane had a vision to help the inner city children educationally, but mostly, get them the services they needed in terms of physical, the medical and mental health piece.
Living conditions on the block were dire. Residents used an umbrella when they cooked to keep debris from dropping into their food. Investor Bill Ruane and his cohorts, George Cecil and social worker Ann Ham, worked with the community and turned the living conditions around. Their next concern was for the children.
At the time, I was working on a project to improve a block and found that the children were going to 26 different public schools. And it made absolutely no sense to me that one block with 200 apartments or so would have the children scattered all over instead of going to school together like I did and most people do in little neighborhoods.
Bill had decided that maybe we should take and find a nice school, because I think out of 120 kids, there are going to 20 some odd different schools from the same block, which is ridiculous. I mean, I've heard of busing, but that's a little far-fetched. So he said, let's try and find a school in the neighborhood that we could take all our kids to.
We canvassed the neighborhood for a school that was within a 2, 3, maybe 5 block radius of 118th between Lenox and Fifth Avenues, and that's when St. Paul's was chosen.
Bill had offered any kid that was on the block, if they wanted to go to a Catholic school, and their parents weren't able to afford Catholic school, they were candidates for the schools.
Well, the word spread like hot fire. As soon as a few children, the first 30 that we chose, we were inundated from that point on with applications, people asking could their child be a part of the scholarship program.
St. Paul's School was on the verge of closing. It would need major improvements if Bill's vision was to be realized. First, the gymnasium was improved, then the science lab, and finally, the library. But Bill knew that a new library was just not enough. Something was needed to motivate the students to read.
I urged Agnes Salmon, the principal, to find a program that would do this for our children. And I kept preaching that 3 R's of education are reading, reading, and reading. You're not going to go anywhere if you can't read.
We are sending too many children in schools across the nation out into the world with reading levels of 3rd grade and 4th grade. They cannot fill out applications for work. They are unable to read safety warnings in factories. We are setting these children up for failure out in the world.
Like if you go to a restaurant and you open a menu and then you look in, and if you don't know what it says, you're not going to know what you want or how much it costs. And if you're using the bathroom, you're not going to know if it's boys or girls, whatever one you're going to.